Hi everyone, let me start with a quick question. If you had to buy a car tomorrow, would you go for a gas-powered car or an electric one? You have probably noticed more electric cars on the road recently, like Tesla, Rivians, or maybe even Ford's electric Mustang. But how much do you really know about how they work and whether they are actually better than traditional gas cars? This matters for us because many of us will be buying our first car soon, and the decision we make isn't just about money or style, it's also about the environment and the convenience. Today, I want to walk you through the basics of how electric and gas car work, compare them in terms of cost, performance, and environmental impact, and finally explore the future might look like for both. I've done a lot of research on this topic, and as someone who's into performance cars and sustainability, I've spent time understanding the real differences behind the hype. So let's dive into the engine components and see what really going on. Um, let's start with how these two types of cars actually generate power. First, gas power cars. This use internal combustion engines, and that means gasoline is mixed with air and burned inside the engine to push pistons. This process creates a lot of heat, noise, and friction, and unfortunately, it's not very efficient. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, only about 20 to 30% of the energy is gasoline actually moves to the car forward. The rest is lost as heat or noise. Now compare that with electric cars. These use electric motors powered by batteries. No explosions here. Electricity flows into the motor, creating a magnetic field that spins the motor and turns the wheels. It's silent, instant, and much more efficient. Around 85 to 90% of the energy is used to move the car. So, right from the start, electric cars have a major edge in energy efficiency. Now, let's talk about the real life use, cost, convenience, and the environmental impact. In terms of upfront cost, gas cars usually win because they are cheaper to buy and you can refill in just a few minutes at any gas station. You don't have to spend so much time in to put energy of this car. But in the long run, EV cars can be cheaper. Like a 2023 study by Consumer Reports found that electric car costs less to maintain, no oil changes, fewer moving parts, and electricity is often cheaper than gasoline. Plus, many governments offer tax incentives for EV buyers. But charging still takes time. Even with the fast cheaper, you might wait like 30 minutes or more, and charging stations are not always easy to find, especially in rural areas. That's something gas cars still do better. And what about the environment? Electric electric vehicle produce zero emissions. That's huge, but the electricity they use has to come from somewhere. If you charge your EV with coal-generated electricity, the carbon footprint can still be significant. However, as grids become cleaner, using wind, solar, or nuclear, EVs becomes even more environmentally friendly. On the other hand, gas cars always emit carbon dioxide and other pollutions while running. So over their lifetime, EVs tend to have lower total carbon footprint, especially if charged with renewable energy. So which one is winning the future? Well, the trend is clear. Tesla, Ford, and Volkswagen are investing billions into electric vehicles. Many countries, including the UK, Norway, and even California in the US, have announced plans to ban sales of new gas cars starting in 2035 or earlier. Global EV sales hit over 40 million in 2023, which was up to 35% from the previous years. That's according to the International Energy Agency's 2023 report. But the electric cars are not perfect. Batteries require rare metals like lithium and cobalt, which are hard to mine and sometimes come with ethical concerns. Charging infrastructure also needs massive investment, and in developing countries where power grids are less stable and long distance driving in common, gas cars still dominate. So the answer is not simple. The shift is happening, but not everywhere at the same time. So to wrap it up, we have talked about how gas and electric cars work, compare their real life performance and the environmental impact, and look at where the auto industry is headed. Both types have their pros and cons. Gas cars are familiar, quick to refuel, and then still dominate today. Like when we drive a gasoline car, we are more familiar to use the gas and the brakes. But the electric vehicles are more efficient, cleaner, and more friendly to our Earth, especially as the technology and the infrastructure improve. So in my opinion, I feel EV cars, they use more technology and more AI to help us to drive these vehicles. It's helpful to reduce the accident. And my message is this: there is no one size fits all answers, but by understanding how each system works and what the future trends are, we can make smarter choices that fit our needs, our budget, and our values. So the next time you see a Tesla glide past you, or a small muscle car roar by, you will know exactly what's going on under the hood. Thank you.